historic Soldier Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears.
I get to celebrate something.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
I did not too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
That's a big cap. All right.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
That's a long bet. You could bet it. You could bet 50, maybe could upgrade to 100.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Good. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And nothing doing.
He's going to be hungry next year. We got embarrassed.
Taken down.
To stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
No gain on the
now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it?
You don't know what our team doing.
This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Nah, he got something to prove, bro.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
Oh, I missed
when that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right?
I'm streaming. Let me see if I can start a share play. Yeah. Yeah, because I can't do both.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This is his league, but I haven't even been playing this league. I don't even know how I was in the playoffs.
And because
but
of
I
that,
smacked him in the
you know what the thought process is? Yeah. Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 7.
From the 36, Ryan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
On 1st down, it's Gurley.
You see that? He did that on purpose.
First down, more inside the 20, and down to the 16-yard line. Another big hitter there. This
this nigga's a cheater.
It's his longest run of the first quarter, and Charles, we talked before the game
about
them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
and they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Gurley again here on first down. And this time they're able to
mind you, I played this dude like a couple. It was the beginning of the season, and I whooped him 42-12.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught.
Oh
Touchdown, Falcons.
Ankle Mac got hurt?
Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Falcons 7, Bears nothing.
Now, following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Foles. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Foles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Peterson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He was brought down by DeMonte Casey. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
Here's Oliver. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 67 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
His kick is good.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And then this nigga Nick Foles. Oh
Allen
my.
Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well.
Oh my
and that one's incomplete.
Nick Foles.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
No excuses.
16
No
yards
excuses.
is the
This
pickup
is
there on a first down for Chicago.
It don't matter.
And I know you can't
No
really
excuses
see
at
it,
all.
but that play
Just like niggas
spells
talking about in
frustration
this chat that this is
with
not even the
capital
nigga
F
that
for the guys
I'm
on
playing. They
defense.
saying this
They
is
covered
brother
everyone
playing for him.
else.
And mind
End
you,
up
his
going
brother
to
just
running
made
back
it to
out
the
of
playoffs. He got the
backfield,
Colts.
and he picks up a back-breaking
But
first down.
no excuses.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play?
I'm almost done. I'm almost done. If I start getting my ass whooped anyway, I'm going to quit it.
You just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. From the 5, 2nd and 4. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down.
What? He broke the tackle?
That is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marvin Hall, 26 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This time they stay on the ground. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for the Falcons.
They got some zombie things on them. They look pretty lit. But I ain't gonna mess with it. I don't need shit popping out at me.
The second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
down right around the 25. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, Muhammad, and it's a fumble. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons 17. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recover. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
That's a touchdown, B.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll run with Muhammad. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. And even 80 yards.
A gain of 80
So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
Smith, his 1st carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
4th down.
Line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Yeah, it's ugly, though. It's all good.
The Bears offense ready to go
You know,
for
I
their
ain't gonna
next
ever
drive.
not.
And there are
I'm
parts of
a
their last
die
drive they'd
swinging.
like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Carried by the running back.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Foles on target there to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down,
I got bailed out.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Going to give it to Love. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
If I would have kicked a field goal,
punching it in from a yard away. And the
I'd be
Bears
down.
draw a bit closer.
2 points.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Here's Oliver.
I won, so it don't matter.
And they'll get him down inside the 30
So
to
any
27.
game I'm in, it don't even matter if I'm not in the game. I'm still in it.
7-yard line.
You heard? Slow cheese.
About set to begin their next drive.
This
The
guy
Falcons
tries, but I
offense
know
at
it's
the
his brother.
line. And the pressure mounting
This
with
dude is
every
not this
passing
good.
minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gurley.
Oh,
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
On the carry. Roquan
oh,
Smith
third
in on
down,
the
third
tackle.
down.
It's a gain
Come
of
on,
a
big
yard.
stop, big stop. I'm
And it's
blitzing. I
third
don't
down.
care. I'm blitzing. I am blitzing. You're going to have to make a quick decision.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up the screen to Smith.
He got me with a screen.
He's got daylight. Touchdown.
He got me with a screen. That was a good play call.
2 catches,
I
2
wasn't on it.
touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Yeah.
That's a pretty quick response
good,
to that
though.
last touchdown drive. It
You
seemed
win
like they
some,
may be
you
giving
lose
up
some.
momentum, and not so fast.
I know I lost.
No, not at all,
I
because they
should've
ended up
kept
pushing
my
the lead up
original
once
play.
again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
30. Bears 17. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for
Now
the
following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right,
It's
they're
all right. I
gonna
need
try
a
and
quarterback,
keep
bro.
hope
I got
alive
Nick
here
Foles.
on fourth down.
Mitchell
They're going
Trubisky,
for it.
bro.
Now they
Like,
go for it
I have
on
no
fourth,
quarterback.
but this
I
one is
can't
gonna
throw the
wind
ball.
up
16 for
incomplete.
27.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
I got Josh Allen in my other season, bro. I went 23 for 24. I just missed one shot, one pass. Good game, bro. I ain't even hungry.
again, wants to throw it. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones, 26 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. From the shotgun, Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Foles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Ryan going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Atlanta.
Play action. It's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now the...